Okay, so now I want to show you the opportunity section just in the left here on the menu, the opportunity section of GoHighLevel. This is one of the most powerful features of GoHighLevel, and it's one of the reasons I love it, is because it combines sales and marketing. And so GoHighLevel is a fantastic marketing app, but it's also a very powerful sales app to track all the leads and then to be able to make sure that you're doing everything you can to convert that lead into a client. And so if you click on the opportunities tab, you'll see here that there are opportunities, like an opportunity pipeline. And if we click up here, you'll see that there's different pipelines you can choose from. So you can create multiple pipelines. I suggest you just have one, don't make it complicated. But if you do have like a webinar and you want to handle those webinar leads very differently to your normal sales pipeline, I would say create another webinar pipeline. So what you would do is go to pipelines, you go create new, you'd say webinar, and then you might say, registration. These are the sales stages. So registration, you might say showed up, missed, webinar, strategy, call booked. So this is the sales process after the webinar. Strategy, call missed, proposal sent. Okay, and I might add another one up here. It might be called post webinar call 1, and then post webinar call 2. And we'll just move these up. Yep, move it down. Let's just move this up to here. All right, so you can see the flow that people are going to go through. So let's click save. Let's go back to opportunities here, and let's change to the webinar pipeline. And now you can see all our webinar leads will come in, and we would create an automation that would put someone into this column so we can see all the registrations, and then when they show up, we can move them into here. So we may have an opportunity here. We'll just put, look for me, Marlon. Let's click create. And you can see I'm here. There we go. So I've just registered. And then if I show up, I can drag it here. Or if I don't turn up, I can drag it here. All right. And then when I make the first call and I don't get through, I'll drag it here knowing that I've made the first call and I've got to do the second. If I get through, then I'll say, okay, I've got the strategy booked. If they're not interested, I'll drag it down here to lost, okay? But if, I send a proposal, I'll drag them here. And you can see the stages of your webinar, everything that's happening. And so that's a webinar example. Another way is just for a sales pipeline. So very similar. You have a lead come in, so your leads all come in here. You'll have a list of leads. Or you can create an opportunity here. So you click the create opportunity button. You search for the lead, or you create a new lead. See, I'm in there, but I could type in here Marlon, and then I could say Stephen. So if I want to do a new contact, I have to type in and I create. Oh, just got to get that. Create a new contact, I click that, and now it allows me to type in a name, an email, put my Marlon Stephen, a phone number, and then opportunity name. What I like to do is put the name of the person, so say Marlon Stephen, and I'll just say ebook, what they downloaded, the VMM blueprint. Now I make sure they're in the right pipeline, which is the test pipeline here, and then lead in, that's where I want to put them. I make sure it's open. It could be lost, won, abandoned. Opportunity value, I can say it's $1,000. I can assign someone, so there'll be all the salespeople here, but I'll assign myself. Opportunity source, now if this comes through an automation from a Facebook ad, it'll have that written here. If it comes through an automation, it'll have that information written there. If you don't, you can put it in there. I can just say referral. business name, and then tag. I can say I'm an attorney or whatever I want to tag them with, and then create the opportunity. And there it is. There is my lead, and then I can just drag it across and keep dragging it as I make my calls, and as the leads come in, I know exactly where everything is. Now, the fantastic thing about this is that we can also use automations to move people along the pipeline based on their actions, or if they book a call with a calendar in GoHighLevel, they may be here in lead in, and if they automatically book a call themselves, it'll pop them across into here. And we can create an automation for that. A few other things you can search here by people, so you can just type in the name, and then it'll only show you the leads with that those words in it. You can sort, and then you can filter. So there's also filters here, so you can filter. And if I just clear this, I'm going to create a new filter. So click filter, and I'm going to say lead value is greater than $9,000. Now you can see my lead value here is 1,000. So when I apply that, just click apply, you'll see I'll disappear because my value was only $1,000. Okay, so that's a great example of a filter, and there's many different types of filters you can do there. And then you can export as well. So that's the sales pipeline. Use it because this is one of the most powerful features of GoHighLevel.